Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Which is much better than a disco asylum. Now I recall I was running down the clock here. Oh.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
We've got some more questions about reality.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
I don't want to. I want to know what the pale
I
is.
don't think your colleague would appreciate that. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
but
Kim's no
she
fun.
wants to tell you. Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Kim, can I talk to the ma'am alone for a second?
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes. What is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the interocellular mass.
What's an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
So there's 7 little islands, essentially. In space.
Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
What is an insulinde is?
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest.
No,
Katla,
it's not in
the
space. I
coldest,
misunderstood.
Insulinde, the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
So essentially, she's talking about islands in a very, like, fucking rich, snooty bitch way. And the pale is what they call the ocean. There is something in between the islands. Rasmus Monday is the largest category. So what can I say? It's just
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
I see. So we're surrounded by nothing. How fascinating.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
I misunderstood again. You're telling me there's just this thing floating around? Like a kill wall? And there's little bridges between them that link all these little fucking islands and continents? That's nuts.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
It's 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north there.
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called Porch Collapse.
What the fuck kind of world do we live in? Poor Harry? I'd fucking drink it in myself to death too. Fuck that shit. And it's just a fucking nothingness.
Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Fuck yeah. Okay, now I'm on board.
Your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What are its physical qualities?
Difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic.
That's nuts, dude.
The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. What kind of world do we live in, dude? Surrounded by Pale. How do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind.
Extensively.
Ow.
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
Holy shit, it's a time anomaly. That's nuts.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You're not a civilian passenger?
No nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Disco. I'm gonna start adding that to my vocabulary. It's such a good, funny term. It is disco, my friend. That is disco. What is entropanetic?
Entropanetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it? The Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entroponetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft.
Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near pale to far pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we don't?
Then they don't.
Oh, fun. How much pale is there compared to the world?
The pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment or?
What do you think, Detective?
It's shrinking.
Oh no, Detective. It's not. One of the few measurable effects of the pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
What the fuck?
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Not extreme at all. It's going to happen.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild pale yonder.
One and all. They say pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
That's a good question, my friend. Let's return to reality, please.
Sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
That's such a funny answer. It's an advance that can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. Fucking hangs up Stalin poster. Powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. It doesn't sound very... I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
This investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the...
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Gim.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
Looks around, a little uncomfortable
You
now.
will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Oh, he was trying to spare me. What a nice guy. Some more reality lowdown before we go.
I'm happy to oblige.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
That's untrue. The times after war and when industry takes off is the time you lay the groundwork for the future of your civilization. Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. Teeth! She has teeth. We've learned something, boys.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
She's a predator? You've got a predatory streak.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that.
You want to get out of here,
It's
Queek?
all a matter of where you get to
Okay,
file
Queek.
your teeth.
I don't file on my teeth. That's bad for them. I sharpen my knives.
Oh, Queek. What are you doing, Queek? You just being a Queek. Oh. get you out of here quick.
What's the big time? Is it also disco? I like disco.
The revolution.
Ah, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists...
Sorry, my robe was in the way. It's actually a problem I have often. Now it's in the way again! Hold. There we go. Fascinating.
She's not gloated. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Good. Anarchists don't have a place in the world. I hate them. I'm pretty rational about a lot of things, but I think anyone who identifies as a communist should, or not a communist, communists are alright. Anarchist should be dead. Did they shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly, a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head.
Yes, an acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
How fascinating.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I don't care about kings. That is probably... If you are discussing Fuck, I keep reading communist, and I'm like, oh yeah, communism. If you actually discuss politics with me and you bring up kings, I'm probably gonna say I don't give a shit about kings. That's honestly...
About head shooting,
Who got the mineral rights?
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals, how you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
I see.
Some were rich enough to stay with a constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
And how did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Sorry, I had to move my microphone. It was very important. It's very important that you hear me and my opinions. To me, you may not give a shit, but I do. So much as if everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are they?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
How fascinating. Seems like the moralists are pretty cool people that don't like shooting people in the head. Remember, folks, if someone likes shooting people in the head, usually they are not a good person.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now.
I see.
The coalition government.
I've gathered that.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I am. And also not.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
Well, I've only killed like 3 people, so... When was this kerfuffle?
Turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent
Dude, my
prion
ears
disease,
itchy.
which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zaroth do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Or did it spread from
And
there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
She spreads her arm, raincoat flapping in the wind.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Our lives are not the same.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
I suppose. In a very grand view. Unfortunately, that grandeur doesn't mean much. Under the zone of control.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
I see.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This game has such interesting lore. Like, I'm enraptured. I see. What happened to the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for exactly how long?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
There's one question right here. There's one question right here. Every single teenager asks, every single young adult asks, what the fuck have humanity been doing? I'll tell you what humanity has been doing. And I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you well. I don't know what this game is going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Fucking stumbling around. We managed to create a system which is the society we live in, a series of systems that encourage people to work together and make money and do all that shit. But as far as actually getting a large mass of people to agree to something and make that big push for humanity to actually push past this point is going to be next to impossible. We've done almost everything we can with what our brains are capable of doing. Right? We had the Industrial Revolution. We've conquered the planet. I know people still go out there and get mauled by animals, but if we wanted those animals gone, they'd be gone. We are on the cusp of technology that makes those animals obsolete. We're making progress with that every single day. We now have commercial flights. We will very soon have, maybe not in our lifetimes, dear listener, but we will have and begin undertaking colonizing more planets. And this is the question nobody wants to ask. This is the problem that nobody wants to look at. What now? We've done it. We've done everything. We are going to accomplish every single thing we possibly can as a species that is not interconnected some way, that is not hyper intelligent in some way, that's not evolved. We've done it. We did it. We are doing it. In order to make that, because let's say we colonize Mars. You know what I mean? Let's say we colonize Mars, and they just so happen to decide collectively, yeah, I don't like this. Let's invent a new government. And they just discover nuclear material. Or let's say we colonize the moon, and we put nuclear missiles on the moon. Or have moon wars. Like, once we leave this planet, if another entity decides to form another government body, there's nothing we can do. Not really. So, it's such a stupid ending. God, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's a terrible, terrible ending for a species that has gone so far. In order to make that one last big push, we have to become something much greater than we are now. Because we've reached a point where everything that is going to progress us is now an ethical discussion. Should we replace the animals? Should we genetically alter things? Should we colonize other planets? What are the repercussions for doing this? Is it feasible to produce a fucking energy source that might create a black hole? Is that ethically responsible? No one can agree with that. No one can agree on any of that. It's an impossible thing to agree on now, because you have different people of different intelligences. You have people who are raised differently. You have people who are more susceptible to propaganda. You have people halfway across the world who say no for no other reason than they don't like the continent you live on. So to answer the question, what have we been doing all this time? Fucking around. There's nothing else to do. It's do or die in the next fucking, I don't know, million years. We have to evolve. That is my firm belief.
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
Oh, and after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, another thing, another ethical thing, a big one right now. How far should we develop AI? What are the limitations of AI? Should we try to make a true, honest-to-God AI? The answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. Somewhere along the way, someone's going to program something wrong, and it's going to fucking blow someone up. And it's going to be this huge fucking uproar. I personally think if we were to create a true AI, I'd be happy. I'd be very happy. Because then it'd be able to think about what is the next big move. And say for sure. Yeah, that's a big ethical discussion right now. And just saying that is going to put everything under a microscope. Anyway, back to the game. My apologies, I ranted for a little bit. I just, I don't like that question. It's depressing. They were going somewhere.
It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
I think rhetoric is something I need to upgrade. There seems to be a decent amount of that.
Welcome to reality, baby.
And
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
you don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
She looks to the crumbling tenements and paint flecking from the stone.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
I know. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
None of these answers are good answers. I asked you, who are you in all this?
I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalop...
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
I don't want to say the death thing, Half-Light. A lot of people moral grandstand. I don't know, man. There's no good solution to it. I would have sought a medical solution.
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its...
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago.
Privatize healthcare and a work ethic does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Some hygiene, amount of social care, and perhaps a little research
The
program.
wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water, All is quiet.
There is peace in the heart.
Oh, thank you.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad.
Half measures are the best measures, as they say.
When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more...
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
There is curiosity there that goes unnoticed. Kim takes a step back, absent-mindedly.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Hi, Owen. What's going on, buddy?
Understandable. Good question.
I wonder what she's...
Cold runs down your spine.
I see. A tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
Tell it's all mine.
The wind stops.
Revache.
Forever. In 20 years, Revachol went from a king to a commune. And what is
There is curiosity.
My position...
understandable? They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentiment.
Now's your chance. Ask her who she is. She won't get out this time.
Seriously, I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Stop dodging. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Ah, tasty.
I am an ultra.
It's sharp.
Dios mío. A liberal. God, that's such a funny dialogue option. Wait, what's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
No, don't fucking
I
give a
can
shit.
see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You've got Revachol in your blood. A real nationalist. No? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her.
Okay.
Only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I forgive you.
I do hope so. I hope we can remain collegial despite my affection for regicide and multiculturalism. We didn't mean to kill the king, I assure you.
No one ever does after the king is dead. I just stormed the capital. I don't know what happened. I thought there was going to be food.
When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done anything differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
An appropriate warning to those who cross the line and pull the city into madness once more.
I see.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, Lights.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
That's extreme. That's very extreme.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You have a daughter?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Hold on, I still have time to waste. What is this? Acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Yay.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Wipe the urge from your mind and get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
What was the RCM again?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto...
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
Yes, that means not the RC...
All three are good to know when we are...
There's nothing yet. The post-rev they called...
But somewhat...
I already did this.
Yes,
Hold on.
Lieutenant. And if those authorities... Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
What's that? It sounds like my stomach's growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
Huh?
Vows of blood and flesh.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota. You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
No.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your... It is one of betrayal.
God damn it. I gotta go find that smoker, man.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
A young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag of a cigarette.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
That's good.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
I'm by. How fascinating. Yes, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling as he looks at you. Something sparkles in his
So
eyes.
tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again, a nearby street lamp casts shadows under his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
All right. But I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city.
He gestures idly towards distant motorways.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if we promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying,
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
I waited so fucking long for that. Alright, I wanna level up rhetoric again. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always in
His
buttons?
shirt.
Squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. His shirt.
His shirt. His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
His mouth tightens as though trying to hold something back.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Oh, Harry has a crush on the cigarette man, the gay cigarette man. Oh, that's interesting. Old photos dated year 01. Buckets of paint layer on old newspaper. Quarterly business magazine. An exquisite canopy bed made out of metal. I'd be scared it'd fall on me. Dishes soak up in a pot. An empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
you shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Monsieur Laclé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
I see.
Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
We got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop, that's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftops with his finger. Cold air sweeps from the balcony.
That didn't work at all. What was that? You were supposed... The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching? I know I could have asked him about the bed, dude. I didn't want to. That's weird.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the break we've been looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
He eyes the spectacled man near the window who smiles and spreads his hands. Is it because you did it, Mr. Village?
Because I did it?
My apologies, I misspoke. What did you see?
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening.
I see.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seen.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious. or at least incapacitated.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
I do like expressiveness. How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
That's okay, man. What happened
I
next?
went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were
I
they?
believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynch.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
Oh, what a weasel.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging yourself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's the official like you doing in
The
Martinez?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
I see.
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
I see.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moralité.
What is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the Revolution.
And what do I call the
Your
coalition?
employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
I see. And what is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
Ah, that clears everything up.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment. Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. 2 below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Sure, why not, Doug?
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. Oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
As this game has oh so wisely put it, it's easier to hide things when you're forthcoming about others. Well, there's before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Ah, turns to Kim. So we're actually working for the moral intern. That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
There are, and there always are. Turn back to Sunday Friend. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Martinez isn't very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revengol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an but they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
It's usually the most boring one.
Not boring, my friend. Responsible. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
I suppose in this game's little ideology box, I'd be a
enough of this
moralist.
delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell him about Sir Lickliffe. Enough business. Tell
Whatever
us
you
something else.
wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's
Kedra is a
Kendra?
candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
Guy likes to blather.
It's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there? Cold? Something in
It's
between?
warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra is an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate.
How did you two even become
How
friends?
did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Insula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that
Au
way.
contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony, where we're just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Sir, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the
He's
arts.
deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by
I'm
yourself?
just enjoying the view.
Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone
We
like
are
this?
friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active.
Had something else in
I'm
mind.
all ears, officer.
Thanks, I got all I need.
The coalition, the economy impacts the entire... What's there to say? Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings.
What makes Revachol Sur-la-Clef's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clef. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area. Whatever you wish, officer.
Thanks, I got all I need.
Officer, do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be... Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Was there anything else? The coalition is the economy impact, whatever you wish. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer,
What do you mean?
it was just so strange. I was on the... That's when
I'm pretty sure,
Sounds like
yeah.
the victim was unconscious.
I couldn't see that. Let's just say I went back inside.
Yes.
Were you able to see anything?
Officer, well, that's the... Eventually, they're shot. You're right. I'm afraid.
About what?
All I can say... My watch. No, I did.
It seems this way. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM. My friend, I'm all ears. Of course.
This guy did nothing to help me, but I did get a cool robe. So that is something. All right, Mr. Kim. It's time to get out of here and let you go to bed. I can steal the boots off that guy.
Yes?
Goodbye. Yes, I'm going to go visit her and do some shit that I couldn't do without Kim. Or with Kim in my company.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
Let's talk about Sunday night.
Yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
For you was the only room. It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Shares her a bribe or waiting for her to connect with you?
Oh, we're huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all
I
right.
don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty cage, the smallest church of St. Sands.
Yes. There was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean like in the cool way, like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
Thank you for sparing my ego. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like a window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
She feeds herself another cigarette. Now that you've had some time, can you tell me more about him?
Sure, I can try. What do you need?
His name.
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
I see.
Where in the GRIH is the lieutenant? Possibly speeding from one terminal to another in glorious solitude. Wherever he is, you need him. Your other questions will make little sense without him here.
I will return this later, miss.
Sure. Do whatever you need to do.
I am going to try to remove the boots off of that man. I'm going to save before I do it, though, because I kind of just want to do it as a joke. Well, I need to go get Kuno. Is Kuno still back here? Kuno! Buddy.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Let's rip some tar, Kuno.
Okay, Folkson. Tar keeps Kuno sharp. Helps Kuno. We're cool now. But don't be pulling this shit on Kuno, or Kuno's gonna have to beat the shit out of you again.
Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body.
Fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
Ah, really? I don't believe it.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno gets around.
Where can I find this perfect fridge, then?
The man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno?
Now is the time to be humble. Say the sir thing. Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
Am I sure?
No, it's not.
The fuck are you doing right now?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep.
I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job, too. Please, please help me.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
You lied to me, Golden Mouth Man.
You haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer.
You're right, Kuno. If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care.
Sad shit? Kuno doesn't fucking care about this sad shit. Now, how about you at least...
He just has no heart and no sympathy for the cause. It's not your fault.
The fuck about it? You're Get lost!
I talked to my Nana about the armor.
So?
Projecting aggressive indifference. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like shell.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now after this shit, you better have something.
Yeah, real interesting.
What's going on? Is an ungovernable youth on your crime?
Get your... You should get...
You okay?
That went wrong.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno.
Does Kuno care? Kuno does...
Alright, I am going to save.
The man is decomposing. The body is reluctant.
Wow. Kuno's little sneak pigs.
Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us,
Pull
liar.
on the right boot.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. It's not completely useless.
Pull on the
It
left boot.
feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot. But you're able... See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
Pick up the body and try to shake the boots
It's
off.
heavier than you'd think. You're forced to drop it back down immediately. The corpse lands. Damn, you're out of shape. In your defense, the corpse was quite slippery.
That's true, yes. We'll go with the slippery corpse theory on this one. Step on the corpse as you try to pull the boots.
Something cracks in the left leg. It really is about to come off. The leg, I mean, not the boot.
Try to twist the boots
This
off.
is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with nasty slices of...
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Puko style.
Hell, keep at it, pig.
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and, yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen? These boots were probably...
Alright, then with that, y'all, it is time for me to hit the hay. Hope y'all have a great one and a good night. And remember, folks, stay happy.